This morning, I want to bring forward a framework for how to stop procrastinating. Listen, depending on who you talk to or what Google search results you have, everyone has a different theory for why you procrastinate. Is it stress that you're trying to avoid? Is it time management that you're not necessarily good at? What is actually the cause of procrastination? I think all of the above are probably correct this morning. I am not tackling the mindset piece because I think the difference of why people procrastinate versus those who overcome procrastination is a difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. So I am not going to get into mindset this morning so much as if you procrastinate, you know you procrastinate. And actually, this topic came up in a couple of corporate trainings, team trainings I've done over the past couple of weeks where I've talked about how to manage your focus, not your time. The ultimate tool to stop procrastinating is to manage your focus and not your time. Time management is a losing proposition. Managing your focus is a winning proposition. And I've been quite surprised at the adoption, the enthusiasm of a manage your focus framework that I've been coaching and teaching and training teams on because people are seeking a framework that is doable, manageable, but also can be implemented in their everyday workflow. Now, if you're an organization that's coming out of a reorganization, if you've had layoffs, certainly these apply to you as well. So I want to make sure that you understand this is not just a procrastination so much as giving you a manageable framework for your daily workflow as well. Now, procrastination tends to come into that daily workflow, but the end goal here is to give you a framework that you can implement in your workflow every day that alleviates the stress and the overwhelm of 15 things on your list, that alleviates the idea that there's so much to do, so you don't want to do anything, that alleviates the idea that if everything's a priority, then nothing's a priority. Then this framework I'm going to give you this morning about how to stop procrastinating and actually manage your focus will check all of those boxes. So grab your pen and paper and let's get started. And for those of you who may be new to these videos, I'm Cicely. I'm your career success coach here this morning offering you tips as I do every Monday and Thursday that will help you succeed in any role. And this morning, this framework, step one is plan. Now, you may say that seems really obvious. It does not if you have a list of 15 or 20 things. That's not a plan. That is a throw it all, get it all off of my out of my head into a piece of paper, a to-do list. That is not a plan. A plan is actually what do you need to get done? What is your plan of action before we get to step two? For me, let me just give you an example. I knew on any given day, I have clients that I get fire drills all the time. I get incoming information all the time. And as you all know, in the political world, the first thing that happens in the news can really mess up your day. So the planning stage that I want you to think about is what is actually doable. For me, I said no more than 3 to 5 items per day. And those go on to my iPad that I'll show you here in a moment. But when you plan, you've got to have an idea of what is actually realistic to get done during your day. You can't get 10 things done. You can't get 15 things done. It's not realistic. 3 to 5 is a doable framework. So when you're planning, ask yourself, what is actually doable for my workflow, for my day, and for the structure I'm trying to implement. And then once you have a plan or an idea of what that looks like, then you need a system that's going to implement that plan. For me, the most powerful system that I've introduced to you before that I'm now introducing in all these corporate trainings. And listen, if you have questions about how to implement this, my calendar link, connect.sicily.me, jump on there. Happy to have a conversation with you. about how to implement these for your teams, but also for individuals as well, then the system for me that I'm now teaching and coaching is the power of three. You can get three things done daily, three things done weekly, three things done monthly, three things done quarterly, and then so on and so on that lead to your annual goals. The idea here is that the power of three are when you set a weekly big three, then your daily big three should be the activities that lead to the weekly. So daily feeds into weekly, weekly feeds into monthly, monthly feeds into quarterly, and I think you get the idea. But the idea of the power of three and the reason why it's so powerful and teams are really starting to implement it is because it gives you three strategic items that you need to do every single day that'll feed into your weekly big three, which are the three you need to get done every week, your monthly big three, which are the three to get done every that particular month, and then so forth. The reason why this is so important, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in just a moment, is it allows you the time and space to deal with the unknown. You don't have 15 things staring in front of you, you have three. And three gives you the time and space that when those fire drills come up, you now have time to deal with them because you're not trying to do 10 things today. You're trying to do three things today. And let me show you the framework of what that looks like. This is my iPad. You all know me, I use my iPad for everything because I travel so much between Tennessee and DC. I've got to have an electronic system that's on my phone and on my computer and my iPad. I think you'll see here, hopefully you can see, I'll see if I can there we go, widen this a little bit. You can see, and this is just a planner I got online. I mean, I think it was $19.99. Top priorities for the day, 1, 2, 3, right there, the top left. But as you can see, there is a list of to-do items. The top three are where your daily big three go. The to-do items are, hey, if there's time, I might get to these other things, but they're not priorities. Your priorities are the top three priorities in the top left-hand corner. And then the to-dos are, if you get a chance to call the plumber, call the plumber. That's what I got to do today. If you get a chance to do other things, that's where the other things go. But the freedom and space here is those top three give you the opportunities to have other to-dos, but it also gives you the opportunity to deal with the fire drills of the moment. So you're not trying to tackle everything in one day. You have three big items that you're trying to tackle. Now, let me come back to once you plan and then you have a system such as the power of three system, then the idea is mental freedom. You're going to get a dopamine hit when you start accomplishing those daily big threes and those weekly big threes because now you're telling your brain you're being successful, you're achieving what you've set out to achieve. You don't have overwhelm anymore because now you have a system that allows you the time and space to be able to deal with those unexpected fire drills and not be completely thrown off course for your day. I started using this system I actually started using this system probably 8 or 9 years ago, haphazardly. When I started my business in 2018, I stuck to this daily. Whatever the daily big three, weekly big three, monthly big three, quarterly big three are what kept me on track for establishing my business every single day. How to find clients every single day. I used this system religiously to start my business. And now I coach and teach it to others who are in my program. And now I'm starting to coach it and teach it to teams as well. Because what I hear the most from all of you is I just need framework and structure. So, how do I find that? How do I find a framework and structure that works for me? Now, pro tip, and I did not put it on the slides this morning, and I should have. Reach out to me. I'll share it with you. If you reach out to me on LinkedIn or YouTube comments or Facebook, I'll share it with you individually. Pro tip is you want to drive strategic decision making, then use the power of three on your meeting agendas, which means in a 30-minute meeting, you have three strategic priorities, which are things you need decisions on from your boss or from members of your team. Those are your big three for your meeting agendas. The FYI items are three things that, hey, you're just FYIing your boss or your CEO or whomever you're speaking to, those are not actionable items. They're just FYIs. This is going on. When I started implementing this for me individually, I brought it forward to my boss, who was the CEO at the time, and she loved it so much, we immediately implemented it amongst the entire executive team. And so the clarity of driving strategic decision making can also rest on the power of three. Again, reach out to me. I'll share the template with you, but I created a meeting template that is strategic decision items, three, FYI, three, and they're time bound. So you get through all of those things in 30 minutes. And then I created a call meeting notes template that then reflects the action items from that conversation. Very powerful frameworks for you as an individual, but also for your team. So if you're a leader of a team, listen up, reach out to me. You're going to want to implement the power of three to provide structure and a common language amongst your team. So, three steps to provide clarity, but also how to stop procrastination once and for all. You're going to plan, you're going to have a system that implements that plan, and then the mental freedom you get from having that structure eliminates the overwhelm, the need to procrastinate, because now you're not overwhelmed. You actually have a structure that is actually can be implemented. And that is really the root cause of where procrastination comes from. It's overwhelm. It's mental stress. It's like I said, that fixed mindset versus that growth mindset, and that if everything's a priority, nothing is a priority. It's easy to procrastinate when you have so much to do and you don't know where to start. With a power of three framework to manage your focus, not your time, you now know where to start, and there's no need for procrastination. So, reach out if you have questions about how to implement the power of three. I'm happy to walk through this with you. Reach out if you want those templates. Happy to share that with you as well. But this is such a powerful moment when I'm training teams and now individuals on a corporate level, company level, to really give this structure. So give this some thought about how the power of three can work for you, and reach out to me and I'll provide more information.